G'day everybody, and welcome back to more Drongo. And today we are going to be opening up a box of Tarkir Dragonstorm Collector Boosters, which has just come out into pre-release today. And there is a lot of really cool stuff in this set that I really would love to see. I'm very excited to get into. We are looking out for Mox Jasper, Ugin, any of the dragon skin lands. We are looking out for a serialized card with the Mox Jasper, but there is a whole trove of really neat and cool stuff that we can get in here. Any of the ghost foils, oil slick foils. Let's crack into the first one here and see. Now, there will be prices up on screen during this video, but bear in mind that this is day of release, or pre-release, I should say. So the prices can be expected to go and fall down by probably like 100%, maybe more in some cases. So take any prices that you see on camera with a big grain of salt. So we're going to go 5 to the back here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, here we go. So one of the big things that we are going to be looking out for as well with the land cards here is that there should be at least 1 or 2 packs in this set that will have a Dragon Eye land, which is basically this land here, or in this slot here, where it is a Dragon Eye, which may sound a little bit weird if you've not seen it yet, but believe me, it is very cool. So we have a Swamp to start us off, a Feral Death Gorger in the foiling. That is gorgeous. I love these showcase borders for this set. That is really pretty. A Corroding Dragonstorm. Dragon Sniper. An Iridescent Tiger, Veteran Ice Climber, Reputable Merchant. I love this little turtle caravan sort of thing. That's a neat little card there. We have a Sultai Devotee, Intree Nurturer, Saltwater Cliffs. I like the foiling on that one. That is very pretty indeed. An Ambling Storm Shell. Another little turtle dude there. I don't think I've got many turtle cards actually, so I don't even know if there's enough turtles in MTG to make a turtle deck. That would be kind of fun. And now we're getting into the big stuff here. So the big stuff is all towards the back. Have a Borderless Redoubled Storm Singer, Dishi Regent of the Mire, and I forget what this treatment is called with like the black. Some people really don't like it. I'm kind of on the fence, I think, personally. That's kind of neat. We have a Naga Regent of the Mire. And we've got a land as well to start us off there. Kishla Village. So one of the Surveil lands. That is beautiful. That is a great little start there. First pack. Beautiful. And then our token. On to pack number 2. I always like to take our time, especially when we're opening a new set, to try and enjoy each card, take in some of the art, appreciate it, because even if we're not, even if it is like kind of fun to focus on some of the more rare cards and the more sought after cards, we do want to appreciate the cards that maybe don't get as much time in the sun, the commons and stuff like that. And there we go. We have our first Dragon Eye land that I was talking about just before in the non-foil variant. And I think these are gorgeous. They are so, so cool. Love that. I actually think this, from what I've seen online, I actually prefer these in the non-foil. The colors look just so much more vibrant. We have a Durgar Island Dragon. The foiling. Beautiful. Storm Shriek Feral. So many dragons. The color and the vibrancy on these. I do think the detailing around the edge of these borders can look a little bit busy with some of these designs, but I think they've done a great job overall. Armament Dragon. Breaching Dragonstorm. Oh, it's like a tornado. It took me a while to kind of like, for my eyes to adjust to what I was seeing there. Dalkoven Pack Beasts. Couple of Oxens. Seize Opportunity. Very crackly. We have a Salt Road Pack Beast. Nice little dragon camel. Very wacky. The Cruel Truths. I love the coloring of the foiling on that. The blues and the reds and the purples. That is gorgeous. Then we have a Timor Devotee. And Potus the Fang Keeper. Nice little composition. And into the big stuff now. Let's see. Adaptive Training Post. I love this. This is really pretty cool scene there. Thunder of Unity. Saga card there. Beautiful. Dracogenesis. You may cast dragon spells without paying their mana costs. That is insane. So it's basically Omniscience, but for dragons and red. This is basically a must-have card, I think, for any deck that can run it, especially in Commander. That is very cool. I'm glad that we got that. That was one of the cards that I was really hoping that we would pull. It's going to be great to have in our deck building arsenal. And then we have the Sib Sig Ceremony in the foil version. Legendary enchantment. Creature spells you cast cost 2 less to cast. Whenever a creature you control enters, if you cast it, destroy that creature, then create a 2/2 black zombie druid creature token. That could be very potent. I have to say, these tokens as well, kind of insane. Absolutely gorgeous. Look at that goblin. That is, I think that has to be one of my favorite goblins in the MTG art universe. And there has been a lot of great goblins in my opinion. So good. Okay, back with another pack, number 3 now, of 12. See how we go. Once again, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Back. Look at that token. So sick. Especially in the foiling as well. That is absolutely. Okay, we've got another plains. That is, wow, that is gorgeous. Jeska Shrinekeeper in the foil. That white with the blue with the gold border. Wow, that is absolutely gorgeous. Love that. That's so good. We have a Teeming Dragonstorm. That's really nice as well. I bet this is crazy good with the foiling. We have a Rainveil Rejuvenator, Elephant Druid, Gurmag Rakshasha. Wow, the foiling looks really nice there. Little demon card. Rally the Monastery. We have the Monastery Messenger. I love the starkness, the contrast between the different colors here with this composition. That is really lovely. That is a artwork there from Forest Emel, and a really lovely one. Cool. We have a Sagu Pummeler. Jungle Hollow. Rebellious Strike. And Prenation. What on earth? I'm trying to make my eyes make sense of what I'm looking at here. There is sometimes artworks that I think do just look better in the non-foil variants, and I suspect this is one of them. I feel like there's a lot of detail and contrast that's almost getting lost in the foiling of this one. Enoch, Strike Leader, Borderless, Dog Warrior. Oh my god, that's a pug. I just realized this is a cat. A pug riding a cat. No way. That's outrageous. I love it. That is a beefy pug. Ooh, what is this? Bird Heirloom. Artifact. 1 mana of any color. Spend this mana only to cast a creature spell. Until end of turn, target creature you control with 4 or greater gains trample, and whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. Okay. I could definitely see this being played in some decks. I like the artwork for it. We have a Stadium Headliner. Nice little goblin boy. And, oh, we got a ghost foil. Let's go. Oh, wait, is this the ghost foiling? I think this is, right? Larion Conqueror. Wow. That is so sick. That is gorgeous. Look at those colors. I love that. The contrast of the blue and the black together. That is really, really cool. Unfortunately, this isn't one of the oil foil variants that you can get of this, but this is really cool. And this is also a pretty playable card as well. 3 cost white, activated abilities of artifacts, creatures, and planeswalkers can't be activated. Kinda nutty. That is really, really sick pull there. I love that. That is a great little card there to have pulled. Super cool. I am very... Okay. Well, that's definitely off to a good start here. We got one of the lands. Got one of the ghost foils. And we also got one of the cards that I was really hoping to get. So that's nice. Oh, I see a flip card in here as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so you know what one of the cards is. I forgot about the flip cards. We'll know about that when we get one. All right, so we got ourselves a beautiful Dragon Shadow Mountain. And wow, that is also another beautiful, beautiful framing there of the Whirlwing Stormbrood. The foil, that is gorgeous. Holy, I love that. We then have a Feral Deathgorger again. Intree Severance. Host of Hereafter. Of the Hereafter. Oh, dude, I love the little eyeballs in the background of the artwork there. In the darkness. I think this is definitely one of those cards that comes to life in the foil. That is super cool. I like that a lot. It really captures that kind of iridescent, reflecting quality that you get when you shine a torch out into the darkness and there's a creature out there. Oh, it's there because its eye reflect back. We have an Uprooted Ancestor. Boulderborn Dragon. That's a fun little guy. Look at him. He's such a little chungus. We have a Shock Brigade. Goblin Soldier. Abzan Devotee. Like this up. Dude, the flame. What is this? Are these roots or trees or something? And what's going on there? That's a cool composition. Very pretty as well. A Tranquil Cove. Another beautiful artwork. And a Quasi Revenant. Fire there. And a Bone Devourer. That is creepy looking. I love it. That is very neat. Purple, pinky sort of colors. Really nice. We have Eshki Dragonclaw. Vibrant. And we have the flip card that we saw before. The Clarion Conqueror. Which is what we got the ghost foil of. Oh, that's nice. Another one of those. And in the back here, we got a Timu Battle Rider. Battle Crier, rather. Timu Battle Crier. Timu's fine, right? And then we got our soldier. But yeah, with the flip cards, on the front we have the adult version of the dragon. And on the back we have the baby version of the dragon. Which I think is just a really adorable and fun way to have done this. I think that's really cool. Little Babu dragon. All right. On to pack number 5 of 12 now. I think we're doing okay so far. We haven't hit anything too crazy beyond the ghost foil, as far as I'm aware. But who knows what awaits us coming up now. 1, 2, 3. Ooh. Okay. Done. Slightly out of order. It's fine. It is what it is. Yo, here we go. We got a Dragon Eye Mountain in the foil. Look at that. So cool. I love these. Absolutely gorgeous. Love that they do. These are super, super sick. I can see these becoming very sought after and very valuable. They seem to be pretty rare as well, so I'm happy that we got one of those. We have a Storm Shriek Feral in the foil. That is gorgeous. And a Rune Scale Storm Brood. A dark artwork. In contrast there. We have an Attuned Hunter. Little bear boy in the back there. Love to see it. And an Aegis Sculptor. Bird Wizard. Sunset Shriek Master. That's pretty. And a Timor Tawnyback. That like some kind of like, almost like a sloth mammoth sort of looking thing. That's neat. And a Krotik Nest Guard. yucky. Dispelling Exhale. Wow. This is one of those compositions that you've just got to admire the creativity that's kind of happening here, and then the use of colors and movements and the proportions and everything. It just comes together so nicely. An Unburied Earth Carver. And we have Nuriv the Crackling Vanguard. That is gorgeous. Love the pink and purples with the lightning through there. This would look amazing in the foiling, actually. But this is a really neat little spirit dragon here. We have a Songcrafter Mage in the foil. And a Dragonfire Blade in Dragon Showcase style. Dragon Border Showcase. Very nice. And it'll card some decks as well. We have a Premonition. Just trying to like work out what's happening in this artwork. It's really cool. Artwork is gorgeous, but I'm not quite sure what's happening here. That's neat. And then we have a Voice of Victory foil. For all you Bard fans out there. We got our creature token in the back. Okay, pack number 6, and now officially halfway through our collector booster box opening. If you are watching this and you are enjoying it, this is about the time that I would ask you to consider subscribing to the channel. If you are, it would be greatly appreciated to support the stream. The channel rather, and we will be doing more box openings and magic content very soon. And we are trying to hit 1,000 subscribers as well. So any help towards that would be greatly appreciated. And it would mean a lot to me. So thank you. Wow, we got another Dragon Eye Land non-foil in the swamp. I love these. Absolutely. That is super. I'm so happy about that. We have a Boulderborn Dragon in the foil version, foil dragon showcase version. Very neat. Still a little bit chungusy, but not quite as much as we saw in the other one. This one, though, is definitely another big chungus dragon, Sargu Wildling. Very cool. Like him. That's a neat one. Then we have a River Wheel Sweep. Wow, the sense of motion through this one. That is a gorgeous artwork too. Very nicely executed. We have a Wingblade Disciple. Channeled Dragonfire. Summit Intimidator. Oh, I didn't know there was a Yeti. Cool. We have Thornwood Falls. Unending Whisper. A little artwork there. Is that a kangaroo? Is this a kangaroo here? Okay, kangaroo spotted. I was not expecting to see a kangaroo, but here we are. We have a Feral Deathgorger once again. And we have the regular treatment of the Dracogenesis again. So we've got the two of the different printings of this card now. That's nice. And we have a Protector of the Wastes dragon. That is gorgeous. Look at that. The sky in the background as well, and the clouds. It comes together so nicely. That is really pretty. I like that a lot. Have a Sage of the Skies. Kind of giving First Airbender sort of vibes. soon TM. We have a magmatic Elkite on there. Really happy to get that. And we have Tersa Light Shatter. That is a really fierce looking card right there. Legendary Orc in the foil as well. Very pretty. I like that a lot. And a beautiful spirit token in the back there as well. Double-sided spirits. Very neat. Okay, pack number 7. I hope you're all enjoying the chill vibes and opening the packs, going through, soaking in some of the artwork. That's my favorite part of getting new sets like this and getting to open them for the first time. The special feeling. Definitely have to savor every moment of it. Okay, so we got another double-sided card here. I can see that already. Ignore that. Oh, okay. I've gone too far. That's okay. We have a Sonic Shrieker. Wow, look at that artwork. The colors in there and the contrast. That is very cool. Again, this border treatment in the foiling looks insanely good. Love it. Another Feral Death Gorger. Dude, we've gotten so many of those now. Have a Formation Breaker. A great composition. Very, really jumps out at you. Duty Before Death. That's a neat little way of animating the kind of the block there. Very cool. We have a Shocking Sharpshooter. Heritage Reclamation. Meticulous Artesian. Classic Caustic Exhale. Not Classic Exhale. Classic Dragon exhaling. What is this? Like acid on somebody? We have a Dismal Backwater. Damn, if this is the type of dismal backwater that these people are dealing with in this universe, maybe it's not so bad. That actually looks gorgeous. Hello? Then we have our planes, which I slightly put out of order. And we have the Roar of the Endless Song. Wow, look at that. That is really, really pretty. That is gorgeous. Love the color of the background and then the red and the green in this design. I don't know what this is inspired by, but that is really pretty. Wow. Then we have a Tempest Technique. Just the card there in the borderless. Have another Tersa Light Shatter. Non-foil variant this time. Then we have our flip card, the Bloom Vine Regent. Kind of reminds me a little bit of those cats that don't have hair. You see what I mean? It looks... Hang on, if I flip it over, maybe it'll... Do you see what I mean? It kind of looks like like a raw chicken. An uncooked, plucked chicken. Bless. Doing its best, though. It's doing its best. And in the back there, you would have just seen, we have a Beator, Kin to All, Legendary Spirit Dragon. That is great. That is a super fun little card there. Its abilities are pretty insane. Yeah. That's a fun card there. Very nice to have that in foil. We have a Zombie Druid. This is a gorgeous Zombie Druid. Hello? What the heck, dude? They went way overboard for what they had to with these tokens in this set. That is so nice. Okay, pack number 8. We've hit a Dragonite land. We have hit a Ghost Foil. Can we hit a Dragon Skin Foil? Can we hit a Serialized? I've never opened a Serialized card before in my life. Wouldn't that be it? Let's see how we go. No flip cards this time around, but we are greeted with another little chonky boy dragon. Boulder-born dragon is back for more. And so is the Storm Shriek Feral. Then have a Urging Stormbrood. A Defibrillating Current. Okay. Doesn't look like any kind of defib resuscitation that I've ever seen before. Have a Roiling Dragonstorm. Wow, that is cool. Like all these little... Assuming these are dragons, right? In the background there. That's... We have a Shroudroot Envoy. Little dog. Good boy soldier. Love that. We have a Humbling Elder. Respect your elders. Flesh's Legacy. Undergrowth Leopard. Prowling there, coming to get ya. Another Dragonite Mountain. Non-foil this time. Gorgeous. So happy that we've gotten a few. We have a Herd Heirloom. This time in the standard border printing for it. And we have a Rampart Architect. Elephant Advisor. And a Maelstrom of the Spirit Dragon. Wow, interesting. So this is a land card. I actually don't know about this. Is this any good? We have a Maelstrom of the Spirit Dragon. Tap to 1, add 1 colorless. Any mana color. Spend this only to cast dragons or an omen spell. Sacrifices a search your library for a dragon card. Reveal it and put it into your hand in a shuffle. Wow, okay. So I could see this being very useful, especially in commander decks. I don't know if it's fast enough to work in other formats, but I could see this being useful. That's really neat. Very cool. We have a Quarry Steel Cutter and a Sinkhole Surveyor, the foil. Bird Scout there. They're meant to be like a vulture or something. Kind of fun. And we've got our copy token and another very fancy looking monk. Home stretch now on pack 9 of this 12 pack box. I am adoring the artworks in there. I think I forget what the exact treatment is called, like with the black contrast, but I think having seen it in person now, I do like it. Good. Especially when combined with some of the artwork. They really help bring it all together. Okay, we have our first island full art land. Beautiful. Have a Breaching Dragonstorm. Gorgeous artwork. That stands out really nicely against the border. That's very cool. By Justine Jones. Have another pretty one. What is going on here? Riling Dawnbreaker. This guy is not exactly the best looking dragon in terms of aesthetics, but is definitely a cool artwork. Really cool. Have a Skirmish Rhino. That boy, fast. Knockout Maneuver. Whale of War. That is such a cool composition. Wow. That is incredible. Look at the facial details on that one. The composition is genius. That is so good. Love that. That is definitely a standout of the art so far. That is very well. Have a Gurmag Night Watch. Wild Ride. Goblin Boys there. Have the Lightfoot Technique. Rugged Highlands. And a Ishla Village. Before in one of those. Happy to have another of the Surveil lands. We'd like to see it. And we have a Will of the Abzan. Beautiful. Songcraft Age. Like the kind of the bard aesthetic going on here in this set so far. That's kind of fun. And it continues here with another Voice of Victory. Last card in the pack is Awaken the Honored Dead in the foiling. Wow. Borderless Saga. That is gorgeous. Wow. Destroy target non-land permanent. Very useful, especially for 3 costs. Mill 3 cards. You may discard a card. When you do, return target creature or land from your graveyard to your hand. That is really good value. 3 mana. That seems very handy. What a saga. Holy. Wow. Okay, I'm happy with that. Very cool. All right, pack number 10 now, into the double digits. Oop, that one kind of got away from me there for a second. Made a bit of a mess of it. Okay, another swamp. Things up here. This pack. We have a foil Riling Dawnbreaker round. Prefer this one a little bit more foil variant, although it does make this little figure down here stand out just a little bit more. And we have a Karakirk Guardian. Very nice. Rune Scale Stormbrood. Wow, look, the scales on the back running down the neck there. And the foiling, that is really dramatic. That looks amazing. That's really pretty. We have a Dragonclaw Strike. Sun Pearl Kirin. That's a beautiful horse there. And the wow, look at that foiling. Catching the antlers there. And the whatever this is meant to be on its body. Oh, look. You can get the blues, greens in there as well. The detail and the choices with the foilings to work with the artwork sometimes just so good. Dark Hands Resolve. A worthy cost. That is a very dramatic composition there. Very neat. Have a Tempest Hawk. What is going on with bro's hands? Look at this. Like tree branches. We have a Riverwalk Technique. And some Lotus Light Dancers. Zombie Bard there. And we have our... is that a pug this time again? I'm not sure. The dog druids are back though. Arbor Ardent. Adherent. Very cute little boy there. Have a Sinkhole Surveyor, this time in the non-foil. Roar of the Endless Song, this time in the non-foil variant. We already have this saga, but this artwork is really cool. Very nice. And a Eerie Ultimatum. This is another one of the cards that I was really hoping we would get, and I'm so glad that we got it in the foil variant as well. Return any number of permanent cards with different names from your graveyard to the battlefield. This is a game ender right here. That is such a cool artwork. So, colors are gorgeous. That is so glad with that. Beautiful card there. Another monk. Okay, penultimate pack left. One pack left. To try and get a Mox Jasper, Ugin, Elspeth. Some of the really big cards in this set. Love to see any of those, but I do think that we have done okay so far. And of course, as always, I'm not personally interested in like getting like the most amount of value out of these packs. Like, I'm not obsessed over it. I open these because I play with these cards. I add them to my deck building collection. Don't do any like rip and ship stuff like that. I'm not trying to make money off this. I'm just doing it because I'm very pleased with it. Okay, we have a forest, our first Dragon Shadow Forest. The video so far. Have the Sagu Wildling back again, this time in the foil. Very cool. We have a Ogre Island Dragon. Cool. And we have a Winmore Stormbrood. Almost looks like a... the colors almost remind me a bit of a swan or something. The Salt Road Skirmish. Loxodon Battle Priest. Arset's Rebuke. Sand Skidder Outrider. Arashin Sunshield. Durgar Island Dragon back again, round 2. And we got Sharkan, the Dragon Ascendant. I was wondering if we would see a Sharkan in this pack opening. And we have legendary creature, Human Druid. When Sharkan enters, you may behold a dragon. If you do, create a treasure token. To behold a dragon, choose a dragon you control or reveal a dragon card from your hand. Whenever a dragon you control enters, put a +1/+1 counter on Sharkan. Till the end of turn, Sharkan becomes a dragon in addition to its other types and it gains. We have a Undermane dragon there. The beautiful contrast between the reds and blues. Stunning. Let's have the Timu Battlecry once again. Non-foil this time around. We have a Shiko. Paragon of the Way. Interesting card. When it enters, exile target non-land card with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard. Copy it, then you may cast the copy without paying. That could be definitely a very fun and useful card. Some decks. And we have a foil. Maelstrom of the Spirit Dragons. We already got one of these. The one we got before was the non-foil variant. This time we've got it in the foil. I don't know if this is a particularly good or valuable card, but we do get this in the foil version. That's super nice. And wow, okay, I haven't seen this elephant token yet. Wow, colors on that. So vivid. Love that. That's super cool. All right, last pack magic. We're going to give this a little rub for good luck. And we're going to open it up. This has been a joy. If you have watched this and enjoyed up until this point, let me know down in the comment section below what your favorite artwork from this opening was so far. And wow, okay, this pack. Watching me open this pack right now, you'd think that I hadn't opened any packs whatsoever. That one was notably harder to open than the others. Hopefully that is a sign that it was keeping something really special for us, kept aside. Something really good. That's the copium that I'm going to go with, not that I am. All right, so Island. Tarkir Guardian. Boulderborn Dragon, back again. Ori, Mountain Stalwart. Strategic Betrayal. Nomad Outpost. Land. Enoch Wayfarer. Dog Scout. Stormshriek Feral. Windscarred Crag. Fortresskin Guard. Is that a Shiba Inu with a spear? Shut up. That's amazing. Love it. Revival of the Ancestors. Another one of the sagas out of that. Very pretty art. Sagas they've done a great job with. Has to be. And we have a Floral Evoker. Fun looking. And we have a Barren Step Siege. That artwork. Avenger of the Fallen, and our last chance at a really big hit. This pack opening. What do we get? Ooh, what is this? What is that artwork? That is gorgeous. Fangkeeper's Familiar. I don't think this is particularly good, but wow, the artwork is so cool. The ivory and like the purple splotches on that snake are incredible. Holy. Okay, so it's 4 cost, 3/3 with flash. When it enters, choose 1. Gain 3 life, surveil 3. Destroy target enchantment. Counter target creature spell. Okay. You know what? I could see this being played in somebody's commander deck. I don't think it's amazing, but wow, not bad. And there we go. Look at so sick. There we have it. Nice little opening there. We got, man, 2 of the Maelstrom of the Spirit Dragons, which I'm happy about. We got couple of the Dragoneye lands. Very happy about that. Oh, actually, no, we got 4 Dragoneye lands. That's nice. Definitely the highlight has to be the Clarion Conqueror as well. Just leaving all of these up immediately after the that ghost foil right there, that is stunning. So nice. Really happy that we pulled that. So yeah, if you watched up until this point and you've enjoyed, please make sure you hit that like button. Leave a comment down below as to what your favorite artwork was from this video. And maybe think about subscribing if you haven't already. I'd appreciate it a lot. I will be back again very soon, opening up a Tarkir bundle as well. So stay tuned for that. And we've also got other fun stuff planned for you very soon as well. Yeah, thank you very much for watching. Oh, and before we go, this is the total value of the cards that we've opened up during today's opening. Just bear in mind, again, this is day of opening, so these will likely decrease by 100%, 200% in some circumstances, maybe even more. So take it with a big pinch of salt. As always, never the focus here. We just enjoy the process of opening up the cards and enjoying the artworks, and then eventually getting to play with these cards. That's the best bit after all. Yeah. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Goodbye.